You know, one thing I really like about this game is the music. I mean, lots of these games have music, and pretty good music. Done Chorus, Smoke Room, Adastra, Winds of Change, stuff that I listen to when a little bit hammered. But I also just kind of felt like I need to say I like this one too, because it's just like chill jazz music. Something you might listen to if you're playing The Sims or something like that. It kind of made me feel like that. Or maybe some kind of golf game from yesteryear, where it's like, the PGA Tour, etc., etc. Here's the lounge where you find some golf clubs. I don't know, just had to bring that up. Anyways, hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Almost accidentally deleted. Me, GamerWolfSix of Sileo, Tales of a New Dawn. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. And if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest version earlier, then you can go to their Patreon, which is $5 a month. And I'm pretty sure the yearly version is like 50 something, but you'd always have to, don't 100% quote me on that. Anyways, on the last Let's Play, we, let's see, actually didn't review it. We talked with Diego a bit, then, we were tied for a little bit, working at the bar when Carix is like, hey, I want you to have that me and Diego fight in the tournament, because, Carix wants to be a dick. Oop, it's past the first minute. And then, and there's, that scene came right after a question where Diego's like, do you think Ty would tell me something if he knew I wanted it, but he thought it might be against all of our best interests or something like that? It's going to be an interesting thing to bring up. Is there going to be like a rift between Diego and Ty? Probably not, because it's like, dude, he's been nothing but nice to you. Just excessively so. But, yeah, that scene happened. Then we went on jog, went to Lucas's place to fix a printer, and Eric, he's gonna have his butt handed to him. Anyways, let's reset my face and start. The three of us arrived at the food court, thankfully only a short walk from Lucas's office. Diego had made a beeline for the buffet, like an excited puppy, while the two of us desperately tried to keep pace. At least, we were getting our cardio for the day. Diego began loading up on the largest size plate as usual. He started with a pile of noodles, then some fried rice. Next up, the sweet and sour pork, followed by a sizable pile of spring rolls. That is a question I'd want to ask. How is Asian food when it comes to either bulking up in strength or slimming down? I mean, I guess slimming down would be rice, but then people are like, rice isn't as healthy as you think. Oh, and spring rolls. Don't like pork rolls. No. Lucas looked somewhat dismayed by Diego's food selection, opting to step in and set him right. You're taking part in the tournament, aren't you? Are you not? That's right. That's a lot of carbs, isn't it? Huh? You'll be undoing a lot of your hard work eating this. I'd put some of the noodles back. Or maybe the rice. What rice? Ditch the spring rolls. Spring rolls! Egg foo young is great protein. Great protein. So grab some of that. What the hell is egg foo young? I've heard it before. That's good thing it doesn't bring up my Firefox. Egg foo young. Thank you for listening to me whenever I speak, Google, even if I don't exactly want you to. No, I will not give you my location. It kind of looks like somewhere between an omelet and scrambled eggs. I guess more of an omelet with sauce and like chives or something on it. Hey, you can't just... Diego stopped mid-sentence, taking a moment to analyze Lucas's admittedly impressive physique. His face sank. Okay. Clearly, realizing Lucas knew what he was talking about, Diego began returning some food from his plate to the serving trays. The scowling lady behind the counter looked more displeased with each passing moment. Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to do that. I'm pretty sure that once the food goes from the serving trays to the plate, it's not supposed to go in reverse. Because I know sometimes I'd be like, well, I got my food on my plate, I've eaten my food, I'm gonna get my plate and get more food. And it's like, you're not supposed to do that, you're supposed to get a new plate because it's unhygienic. Is fried chicken okay? It's slightly seasoned, so it should be okay, just not too much. So, I think this brings up the thing. I'm not sure, like, if there are other games that have this problem. Where's the chicken come from? Because, okay, we got mammals. Check. We've got scalies. Kyrex. Check. Then we got crows. Which is that one guy we saw, like, an episode 2 ago in the dream sequence that was also not kind of a dream. When we saw the guy. Well, it was a dream. But, so, crow people exist. But fried chicken? Where do the chickens come from? Diego defeatedly loaded a couple of drumsticks onto his plate. He then moved to the... Wait, drumsticks? He said fried chicken, didn't he? Anyways, to the platter containing honey chicken. He turned his sad gaze to Lucas, who shook his head firmly. Diego let out a small, dismayed yelp before moving on. Having seated ourselves at the table, the three of us began eating our meals. Diego's plate closely resembled Lucas's, while mine have been more like what Diego would have chosen if Lucas hadn't set him straight. Come on, what is the main character's name? Adrian? You could, work with your buddy. Don't eat fried chicken in front of him. I feel bad for Diego, but Lucas was right. Nutrition was as important as training in the lead up to the competition. I take it you received your confirmation this morning, Diego. That's right. I see. Do you know who you're up against? Dunno. I didn't look. What do you mean you didn't look? I guess I want it to be a surprise. That's foolish. What if you faced them last year? Perhaps you know what to expect. If I remembered them now, why wouldn't I remember them when I fight them? Oh well, keep up your training, and I'm sure you'll do fine. Hey, how'd you know Diego was in the tournament, Lucas? Tai had already told me. That, and his name, was on the confirmation letters we printed yesterday. Does that mean you know who he's fighting? Well, I didn't recognize the name. I think he's a newcomer. That's a relief, I think. By the way, it's been a while since you called me for help. What's up with that? We hadn't had a lot of big projects lately, and the few times I could have used your help, you were already working with Tai. Ah. That's right. You're on Lucas's books, aren't you? Yep. Diego was eating his food with considerably less gusto than usual. I could only assume that the lack of honey chicken had taken the wind out of his sails. So what about bees? I mean, probably not, because insects don't usually are included in the anthropomorphic thing, at least in universes and stuff like that. But, I mean, I guess you could allow it. You just eat large bees, maybe large flowers. So probably not. But they could produce honey without, it being hecking. How are you two getting on anyway? Huh? What do you mean? Aren't you like dating or something? Are we? I guess we kinda are, huh? I guess we haven't really put a label on it yet. Oh, sorry if I overstepped. It's fine. Diego's right. We are, sort of. I guess we just haven't made it official or anything yet. I see. Well, congratulations. Thanks. But wait, how did Tai tell you that too? Well, he was vague. but more or less, yes. Damn it, Ty. So, how has business been, Lucas? Business? Well, it's been acceptable. I have a few strong contacts who are keeping the lights on. That sounds dire. You might be right. What's going on? Oh, it's nothing for you to worry about. We're managing. Just a little trouble with a rival firm, that's all. You never mentioned it. Lucas doesn't seem the mentioning type. Well, a few months back, this firm opened their doors. They're offering all the same services we do, at a significantly lower price. It's made it tough to compete at times. Really? How do they offer it so much cheaper than us? With shoddy workmanship, shoddy workers, and shoddy planning. As I understand it, they picked up your ex after I sacked him, Diego. Oh, so Diego's ex, Kyrex, worked with Lucas and now is working with the other firm. Geez, like everybody's connected. Except we haven't seen much of, I mean, I guess we have been kind of deep in the emotional stuff with this, so it would be kind of weird to just spring on other characters, but still. Huh? Kyrex? But boy, they made a mistake there, huh? The mention of Kyrex's name seemed to take another blow at Diego's mood. You're right. Cutter is an absolute fool. Cutter? The boss over there. He's a total scoundrel and an idiot to boot. Well, if that's the case, it sounds like you don't have too much to worry about, does it? Surely your reputation for quality will see you through, hopefully. If we can keep the doors open that long, it's really taken a toll. Thankfully, contracts like the ones from Spencer have been a huge help. Spencer. Diego's ears perked up at the mention of Spencer's name. As my own, I thought for a moment, perhaps asking Lucas about him would yield some results. Oh, is that the bird person? Hey, Lucas. Yeah? What's the deal with Spencer exactly? Everyone I've asked so far... It said encoding something, but I didn't catch it. Everyone I asked so far either doesn't know or won't say. Luke responded for a moment before answering my question. My face? Sorry. I love visual novels, but man, reading them does take a toll on me. And for some reason I yawn a lot. Though maybe it's because I'm not breathing as much. Just talking. I don't think... Well, I'd have to assume if you talk more than you breathe more, right? Anyways, I don't think it'd be my place to say, have you asked Ty? I have. He didn't say anything useful. Then I'm afraid I cannot say more. Why is that nobody will talk about him? Is he dangerous? Oh, I remember seeing like a little image somewhere, I think of a strip club. I wonder if he works in the strip club and it's just kind of like hush hush on the down low kind of thing. I mean, not anything bad, but it's like, hey, yeah, this guy does some stuff. And so, yeah. Spencer is complex. I already said that much. You said we got a project from him, right? Is he involved with the tournament somehow? Lucas looked somewhat defeated by my question. Oh, okay. Well, yes, he is one of the organizers. But look, don't worry about Spencer, okay? At least tell us if we should be scared of him. Scared? No. But I suggest leaving the matter alone, all the same. His story is not mine to tell. What on earth was the deal with this guy? Well, I hope the two of you enjoyed your meal. Thank you, and for the advice too, I guess. I know you're right, it's just a tough pill to swallow. Ooh. Wow, that's a very grown-up of you, Diego. Shut up, your face. You're welcome. Oh, shoot. Sometimes my fingers are heavy. I've got a few things I need to do, so I hope you don't mind me taking my leave. Not at all. Thank you for the lunch, Lucas. Oh, my pleasure. Oh, and Not a word about Eric's little surprise to anybody. You hear? Ah, that one. Shit. Don't worry, our lips are sealed. Right, Diego? Oh, right. Lucas departed, leaving the two of us alone at the table. Sorry, all of a sudden my mind was like, wait a second. If they sent the thing to the printer and then they changed, and then maybe, I'm not sure if the printer was broken but connected or not connected, and then they switched in a new printer, wouldn't that mean all the things that were sent in previously null and void? And maybe it's because it's the same printer it went through. I don't know. Anyways, sheesh, what is the deal with that Spencer guy? I have no idea. Do you reckon he's mafia or something? I don't know. If so, first I've heard of a mafia around here. Do you think he's extorting Ty and Lucas? I suppose we can't rule that out. But if none of them are willing to say anything, our only option would be to ask Spencer himself. That could be a bad idea if he is mafia. Yeah, maybe we should just forget about it. Curiosity killed the cat and all that. Or husky, in your case. But yeah, I'm super serious. But this all seems a little shady. Letting it slide might be for the best. Oh, what if we scheduled Seduce Ty into spilling his secrets? Are you mad? Heh, don't worry, I was joking. No, at least Diego's mood had improved. Oh, hey, seeing as we're at the mall, do you mind if I went and ran a few errands? No problem, I'm sure I can find something to keep him busy for a while. In the meanwhile, sweet, I'll let you know when I'm done. We can finish our run back home, yeah? Sounds good. See you soon. Diego got up and walked away, disappearing into the crowd of people occupying the mall. It looked as though I had time to burn. I now had to decide how to spend it. I want to spend it. Katsu. Jeez, you burn a lot of time. I decided, seeing as I was already at the mall, a visit to the arcade would be an excellent way to burn the time. After all, it would be a good opportunity to get some practice on Chrono Calamity. Diego would be needing a fierce player too if he wanted to clear the final boss. Entering the arcade, I was hardly surprised to run into Axel. Hardly. Once more. It seemed almost like the arcade was a second home at this point. Adrian, hi! Hey Axel, killing time? Yep, I finished my deliveries for the morning, so I came here to pass time. What about you? Diego's running some errands. Figured it would be a good way to spend my time while I wait. Also, what's with this porn music? I know I've made that joke before, but still. I see. Feeling you're playing some Chrono Calamity? Yeah. Reading makes me yawn. It looked fun last time. I think I'll give it a shot. Sure thing. I kinda suck at it though. That's okay. We can learn together. Alright, deal. Let's do it. Ooh. We took our positions in front of the screens and drew our weapons. So, what do I do? You shoot the people. Well, see that pedal on the floor? You press it, press that with your foot to move out of cover. You've got to be careful though. You can only shoot out of cover, but the bad guys can also shoot you. You shoot off screen to reload, and if you see any pickups, shoot them to pick them up. Oh, and watch out for the red flashes. They mean the enemy's going to hit you. Duck behind cover as quickly as you can. Geez, that's a lot to remember. No, it isn't! Oh, come on, you'll do fine. Began our first level, a shootout starting at a hotel, moving into the city streets outside. Echoes so seemed to be quickly getting the hang of it, until... Hey, you shot me! Oh, that was you? Were these things split? Like, it's like, you can't do that. And it's like, well, actually, I think I remember seeing it where you could actually see the other player. Were they split screen, or was it like two side-by-sides? things. Yeah, that was me. Shoot the bad guys instead. Sorry. I don't know why that's... I don't know. For some reason, his mouth right there pings something in my brain and I don't know what. We continued for a bit. Clearly the first level. Clearing the first level with Axel dying a short way into the second. It continued for a while longer, but eventually died myself. Heh, that was fun. Yep, shall we play another round? Yes. Just don't shoot me this time. Our second attempt went on a little better than the first. I made it to the boss on the second stage and nearly managed to kill him solo. Alas, a single cheap shot and the end of the fight concluded the battle. Ah, bad luck. You almost got him. Yeesh, I'm never gonna get on Diego's level at this rate. Practice makes perfect, right? Yeah, it's just gonna cost me about $100 in old-timey money. Yeah, you're right. Maybe next time we'll get even further. I look forward to it. I felt my phone buzz in my pocket. Checking it, I saw a text message from Diego. I read, "I'm all finished. If you're done doing whatever you're doing, come find me in the food court." It looks like Diego is done with his errands. It was nice playing with the Axel. Likewise, I had fun. See you when I see you, Axel. Boy. Yeah, we got times. My throat is actually kind of... Where did I put my tea anyways? Oh, there it is. It's just hiding behind the mic. I would usually have it directly in front of me, but after that one time I'm playing like Witcher 3 and spilling it onto my crotch and second degree burns. Luckily it went on my leg instead of my actual crotch. Returned to the food court, where I found Diego waiting for me. Hey, sorry about that. Hope you weren't bored. It's alright. Axel was hanging out at the arcade, so we played a few games together. Oh yeah? What'd you play? Got some practice at Chrono Calamity. I reckon we'll beat that boss of yours yet. If you keep practicing, maybe we will. Hope so. Practice makes perfect. Anyway, it's getting kinda late. We've got work later, remember? Later today, or... Yeah, let's finish our run back home and get ready. At least it's a short shift. Exactly. Careful, space program! Diego and I arrived at the bar, ready to start our shift. Ty was behind the counter, mixing drinks. I kind of wonder if Kerbal Space Program is going to get new music or going to keep it the same, because it's just iconic, I feel, you know? Evening, boss. Good to see you, boys. It's been quiet so far, so I doubt we'll be swept off our feet. Good to hear. What are we doing? I'm happy to work in the kitchen tonight. If you want to tend the bar. Adrian, do you mind being the cashier? Not at all. Lovely. Sing out if you need me. Yes, easy night. Don't know how I feel about mixing the drinks though. Oh yeah? That's a good point. Do you want to switch? Ty gave me some training on the bar, so I'm sure I can manage. I'd be fine with that. Clear with Ty first though. I made my way back to the kitchen and approached Ty. Hey Ty. What is it? Do you mind if Diego and I switch places? I suppose that'd be fine. Might I ask why? Well, he's quit drinking. What? Really? Yeah. How on earth did you convince him to do that? Actually, he made the decision himself. Long story short, he got a bit drunk last night. Things got a little rocky, and we decided I was worth quitting for. He decided. How sweet. I'm most pleased to hear that. Yes, I think it would be best if you switched then. Lovely work, by the way. I can't take credit for that, but thank you anyway. Well, swap away. I'll be here if you need any help. Thanks. I returned to the front of the building and took my position at the bar. I saw there was one order waiting, whiskey and cola on the rocks. Easy. I took a scoop of ice cubes, measured the shot of whiskey before adding it to the glass, and topped off with cola straight from the tap. Then I delivered it to the appropriate table. So far, so good. It's kind of interesting, like, me and drinking, like, when I was out with friends, like, I don't drink as much as, like, going to a place, like, okay, in some place I would drink a bit more than they would, but I'd usually be fine. Though if it's, like, if we're having a couple of bottles at the apartment, well, not apartment, but the hotel room, or just kind of me at home, it's like, that's when I tend to go quite a bit overboard. You know, working on it. Much of the night passed, and had thus far been uneventful. I had no difficulties with most of the orders, though I needed Ty's help with the first pina colada. I was cleaning the bar, then a voice in front of me spoke up. "Yeah, bird person. Might I request your top shelf whiskey? Neat." "Sure thing, I looked up at the customer, and having recognized him, stopped dead in the middle of my sentence. "Is something amiss?" No. Let me get that for you." I turned away and grabbed one of the top shelf whiskeys. It was nearly 30 a glass. Spencer clearly had no concern for expenditure. Looking over, I could see Diego watching Spencer out of the corner of his eye. He was curious as I was, but I doubt either of us had the guts to ask Spencer any questions. I poured his whiskey and handed it to him. "Much obliged." He took a delicate sip of the drink, and a subtle yet wry smile spread across his face. I know it's the thing where I'm just like, okay, so how do birds do things? For example, how would a bird drink from a glass? Do they dip their head down into the glass and drink it, or do they just kind of tilt their head back and pour the glass into their beak? Also, how do birds give blowjobs? See it sometimes in porn. I don't think that's how that works. Ah yes, Ty knows fine liquor like no other. Forgive my intrusion, but he is Reunite, yes? That's right. At your convenience, please inform him of my presence. I wasn't busy, so I nodded to Spencer and made my way back into the kitchen. Ty? Yes? Did you forget the pineapple juice again? No, Spencer's here for you. Here, for you. Oh. Then I shall greet him post-haste. The two of us returned to the bar together. There, Spencer sat patiently, waiting for my return. Spencer, I wasn't anticipating your visit. I apologize for the spontaneity. No need for apologies. Please, come with me. Spencer finished the final drop of his drink before handing the glass to me with an appreciative nod. He then stood up and met with Ty behind the bar before following him out back in the direction of his office. Well then. That was weird. And unexpectedly cordial. But I guess if he was Mafia, he'd want to keep it on the down low, right? I don't know, the whole thing is really weird. Yeah. It was around an hour before the two of them returned. Who's tending the kitchen then? I guess it's, quiet. They would emerge from Ty's office behind the kitchen and split without a word. Once, reaching... Sorry, I thought I took some time off and I thought I had abilities to read better, but it's not really. Split without a word. Once reaching the front of the house, Spencer would quietly leave without a word spoken. I apologize for that having taken so long. I hope the two of you coped without me. Don't sweat it. We had barely any customers. That's good to hear. I love not having many customers. Maybe not for business. Well, there you go. But, and you know what I mean. Well, this is about closing time, shall we? Yep. Diego made his way to the store, around the store, stacking chairs and tables as they locked up the front door and slipped a sign to read closed. Ty cashed up the cashier. Ty cashed up the register, and once all was said and done, we gathered together once more behind the counter. Oh, Diego, I heard you have decided to quit drinking. Yep, that's right. That's wonderful. I'm rather proud of you. Thanks. Although, hey, I was one to ask. What is it? Would you quit prying into my life? I mean, that guy, Spencer, he an extornia, is he? Extorting? Heavens no. He's just kinda shady. Everyone either doesn't know anything about him or won't say anything. I understand both of you are curious. Please, however, do not entertain such ridiculous rumors. We're just worried, is all. Like, if he's a problem, you can tell us. Please, do not worry. Spencer's situation is both complex and delicate. I do not wish to keep secrets from the two of you, but this is something I am not at liberty to share. But at the very least, please accept my assurances that Spencer is no enemy of myself, nor the two of you. I'd beg the two of you to leave be. Greater disturbance from you, the greater distance you keep from Spencer, the better off you both are. Well, that makes things more curious. Please trust me on this. Is he running a sex dungeon? Alright, but if there's a problem or anything, we'd like to know, okay? He's running a swingers club. Of course, I would not dream of keeping secrets from the two of you unless I felt I had to. You are better off. Alright. You are better off in blissful ignorance on this matter. It's a matter of worms. It's a can of worms you don't know which to open. Fuck, this is like my second Let's Play today, and it's midday and it's like, come on, you gotta be able to do things better. Yeah, I needed several cups of teas. But not one that endangers any of us. That just makes it even more curious. That alone, I can assure you. No, wait. Yeah. It's not one that endangers us. Fine, we'll leave it be. But what if he comes again, like he did tonight? Offer him your finest service. He will most likely be looking for me, so be sure to notify me on his arrival. Gotcha. Well, thank you both for your work today. Please be safe on your journey home. We will. I mean, I feel like this is short, so let's just keep going. The two made their departure from the premises, leave me on my lonesome. I reflected on my own words, that I would not dream of keeping secrets from them unless if I had to. Oh, is this about the tournament? I think it was something about the tournament. Was I making the right choice with Kyrax? Was Diego truly better off not knowing? After all, his forfeiture of the tournament would undo everything Adrian and I had already been working towards. So we're not telling him that Kyrax is going to be in the tournament? I mean, I would have to assume he would assume that Kyrax would be in the tournament, right? Not to mention the likelihood of both of them making the finals being rather slim indeed. On the one hand, Kyrax's confidence would be his undoing. On the other, Diego had little time to prepare. Perhaps it would all work out for the best, but I still could not shake the feeling I was betraying their trust. And with the matter of Spencer joining the fray, I worried the scenario was growing to become more unmanageable. How does one explain such a complicated situation? I could only hope they would be true to their word. After all, any involvement with Spencer would bring only misfortune. I knew this all too well. Interesting. Well, that will have to be for next week. So anyways, end of this Let's Play. So, please comment, cause like, comments, tempt you like, dislike, tips, tricks, advice, if you like my YouTube and likes to grow. And please like, subscribe, and check out the videos help it grow. And please remember, spay your animals help control the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's free on itch.io. You know, get the most up-to-date version and or support them, go to their Patreon. I'm gonna drink this cup of tea so you can get some energy and also to soothe my throat. Because you know, hot liquids and all that. And until next time, another Let's Play by me, GamerWolfSix. I'm Sileo, Tales of a New Dawn. Game about fighting furries and eating chicken. Where's the chicken come from? So thanks, see ya.